Okay, so we will cover the scale command, the lengthen command, and the stretch command. So let's start by the lengthen command for that simple straight line. So the lengthen command, you can increase or decrease the length of this line based on different options. So first thing, you type in lengthen, hit enter, and then you can increase or decrease based on a percentage. So it does the math for you. It calculates the total length and takes off a certain percentage. So if you want to make it increase the length by 20%, you have to type in 120%. And then if you click on that line, it becomes longer. And then you can keep clicking, it becomes longer and longer. Or there's another option, is you want to decrease the length by 20%. Then you go and you pick percentage, and then it make it 20%. Then you're left off with 20% of that length. That's one option. Another option, if you lengthen, you can pick a delta, which is you can increase length, for example, by an inch. So you're adding an inch here. Or you can lengthen also by decreasing length, but then you pick delta and then you type -1. Then you're decreasing length by 1. You can also lengthen by selecting the total length. So if I want this line to be total 5 inches, you come here and then it makes it 5 inches for you. So this is the lengthen command. The second command is stretch. So for example, this is a tank. Let's say this is a 4-gallon tank, and the 10-gallon tank is exactly the same thing but just longer. So you can use the stretch command, and two ways to do it. First thing is you select the objects you want to stretch. So I want to stretch these. I can hit enter, and then I can move this whatever I want. I can literally even make it this way, but that doesn't make sense. I can move it whatever I want, and then it's going to increase the length whatever I'm dragging it with. Or what makes more sense is you can specify, you can pick stretch, and then I'm going to select these objects. I'm going to hit enter, and then it says specify point or displacement. So I'm going to select displacement, and then first box is the X. So I want to make this 10, so I'm going to displace it 6 inches. And then Y, I have to make it 0, or else it's going to move in the X and the Y. And then I can hit enter. And then this stretched out. Okay, so that's the stretch command. The last one is the scale command. For example, this nut is a 1/2 inch nut. The 1 inch nut is exactly the same. Everything is scaled by 2. So you can hit scale. You select these objects. You hit enter, and then you need to specify base point. So you can select a base point here, and then it's going to stretch this way, and then you specify the factor. So if I want to stretch it by a factor of 2, the 1/2 inch nut became 1 inch nut, and everything scaled up. You can also, if you want to scale it, you can pick a different point. So let's say I want to scale it down now. I can select these and this, and I hit enter, and then I select this point, and then I pick 0.5, and then I'm back to my 1/2 inch nut. Okay, so this was the lengthen, scale, and stretch command.